Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Sociology series. Today we'll quickly discuss about a very small topic, that is hierarchy. Hierarchy comes as a syllabus in chapter 5, Stratification and Mobility. Okay, so hierarchies comes under this chapter. So what is hierarchy? Hierarchy is in society is closely associated with the process of stratification. So when we hear somewhere hierarchy and stratification, people may think that both are the same, but it is not the same. There is a lot of differences between the two. One has evolved or differentiation is done and the other is come. So it's like that. While one is that in traditional societies, hierarchy existed, but in modern societies there is stratification exists. Okay, according to some sociologists, when we are seeing hierarchy prevailed in societies based upon castes or estates, and social inequalities are legitimated as naturally given. But when we are seeing stratification, I told you it is the character of modern society in which inequalities do exist but not considered as part of natural or divine order. Here is only partially true. And now we'll go ahead and see what is the relationship between inequality, stratification and hierarchy. Then you will have a clear picture about the term what is hierarchy means. Okay. Here there is a small statement given. Inequality leads to stratification and stratification further leads to hierarchy. What does this mean? In general, inequalities lead to stratification and stratification leads to hierarchy. When inequalities are arranged in an order, hierarchy is formed. So in society, first I told you in ancient societies or where it was based upon the estate or the feudal system, inequalities emerged. So what is inequality? Inequality means difference between groups in society because of one has more money, advantage, power, etc. than the other. Then we can say that their inequality exists. So when we are comparing stratification and hierarchy, origin has to be from inequality. Society inequality originated because of differentiation in terms of money, advantages, etc. than the other. Inequality emerged. Then comes stratification. From inequality, what is evolved is stratification. Stratification means the division of something into different layers or groups is called stratification. Very simple. Either it can be horizontal differentiation or it can be vertical differentiation. For example, we can see something like in a particular state, okay, there are different religious beliefs people follow, different exist like Islam, there are Christians, there are Hindus, there are Buddhists. For example, all these things are horizontally arranged. We cannot rank these religions in a particular state. But when it comes to hierarchy, we can say that we have Brahmin, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Okay, this is a hierarchy. We are ordering or giving a rank from the lower to the high, from the lower to the highest rank. Okay, so this is hierarchy and this is purely stratification. So stratification can be divided into both horizontal and vertical, and vertical stratification we can say it is as hierarchy. So here we are trying to put out the difference between inequality, which gives to stratification, which paves path for hierarchy. Okay, I just said that stratification means just segmentation of group, or we can see here stratification means division of something into different layers or groups is called stratification. So stratification can be horizontal stratification or vertical grouping can be done in society. So this vertical stratification is called hierarchy. Okay, so hierarchy means vertical stratification. Therefore, when inequalities are arranged in an order, hierarchy is formed. If you are giving top to bottom or higher to lower, lower to higher, some order if you are giving, that is called hierarchy. Hierarchy denotes presence of multiple strata in society placed one after the other, that is called hierarchy. Okay, for example, if you are seeing, we have class hierarchy, caste hierarchy, gender hierarchy and political hierarchy. All these things are arranged one after the other, or a ranking is done, or we can say that one is placed below the other. It is there from the higher to lower or lower to higher. Some order is there. Okay, importance of order is there in hierarchy. Caste also hierarchy is the gender. Normally, according to Indian society, we gave preference to male over female in society. So again, a hierarchy is done, and political hierarchy is also done. Those are the examples you can quote. So I hope you understood difference between inequality, stratification, and hierarchy. So in order to enrich our answers, we have to also include few thinkers. Okay, and first we'll talk about an Indian thinker who is Dipankar Gupta. Dipankar Gupta have made a study with respect to stratification and hierarchy, and he said that all stratas are not hierarchy. That means what? Stratification can be horizontal and vertical. So all this cannot be hierarchy. Only this is hierarchy, we just learned. Okay. So all stratas are not in hierarchy, and strata in vertical form only denotes hierarchy. Simple thing. We just discussed about this one. Okay, next we'll talk about Marxist perspective. Marxist perspective says that hierarchy is a design of dominant class and working class. Okay, there is a conflict perspective in society between dominant and working class. That is what Marxist perspective. And functionalist. So what is the perspective of functionalist? We just discussed in other part of syllabus also. I just tell you in one statement. Functionalist perspective means whatever existing structures or hierarchies or stratas exist in society, everything have a function, and because of that they exist in society. It is what functionalists say. So hierarchy is also symbol of rising differentiation and specialization in societies as per functionalists. They also say that simple, it is not simple, it is symbol. It is symbol of division of labor and is necessary for the working of social system. For the social system to exist, we need these hierarchies to exist in society, and this also shows some differentiation and specialization, also denotes division of labor which exists in society. Based upon that, many function or many structures in society works. Therefore, social system is working properly. So these three schools you can quote: Dipankar Gupta, Marxist perspective, and functionalist perspective you can quote when you write answer for hierarchy. So we are discussing on the perspective that inequality leads to stratification, stratification led to hierarchy. Okay, hierarchy can sometimes be also be interpreted as opposite of inequality. Sometimes what can be done? It can be the opposite of inequality also. Modern democratic societies provide for equality of opportunity and above hierarchy based on status. So modern democracies, what they facilitated inequality in the political sphere. But what happens is that even though you have equality in political sphere, inequality exists in social and economic sphere as well. Okay, so this can be, so it can be opposite to hierarchy. Even though you have inequality in political sphere, in social and economic spheres, in all the democracies we can see across the world there is inequality exist. Okay, so it is opposite to hierarchy. Even though some arrangement is done in as per the functions perspective, some arrangements are done. Society has to work properly in this arrangement of hierarchy, but still there inequality exists. Okay. So we can conclude by saying that today individual as a part of multiple hierarchies. At the same time, one individual can be a part of multiple hierarchies. He belongs to this also, and he belongs to another one also. Here he'll be number 1, here will be number 3. So maybe in office he'll be manager, and at home he's just son. Okay, so hierarchies are different. Above him father is there, above father grandfather is there. Hierarchy is different at home. So individual is a part of multiple hierarchies at the same time. There is a different hierarchy at the workplace, okay, and there's a different hierarchy at the home. So this is also a point you can add. It is one person will have different status in different hierarchies. He is a part of different hierarchies at the same time. Okay. Another perspective we can talk about is organizations. No organization in the world is without a formal or informal hierarchy. What does this mean? This means that organization structures are there in all the organizations, that who report to whom and who submits their work to whom and who supervises whom. Everything we have organizations. For example, we have CEO Under CEO, different managers will be there. Under different managers, supervisors will be there. So hierarchy is there in all organizations. There can be formal in well-established organizations. Okay, for example, if you're talking about HCL or talking about Wipro, or if you're talking about Infosys, all these organizations will have a proper hierarchy. Everything is well in place, a system is placed, people just have to place here, and then work is systemized. Okay, this happens. But in organizations like startup or someone, we have an informal hierarchy. That means what he may report to him, there is exchange of information between these two branches. So informal hierarchy exists, but it will be informal or more open happens. Okay, so for you, the point to be noted is that hierarchy exists in organizations, and either it will be in a formal or informal way. Okay, another thing is in places where army's hierarchy is very tight, that you are supposed to report to only this person's, and same like that, and a person above you, maybe a lieutenant or a major, will decide everything about you. Okay, we will have a group under him, and this is very tight. Okay, there is no change applicable here. And I just discussed in startup environment is different, hierarchy is loose. You can there are communication happens very easily. You can just go to a person and talk, and then clear the things, whatever it is. Okay, so hope you're clear with the concept of hierarchy. Just remember that inequality resulted in stratification resulted in hierarchy, and you can code thinkers and then conclude in a very open-ended manner. That's it. Hope this helps. Thank you.